Here I'm going to show you how to make a level that will actually test. There's just a few things you always have to have, such as a player spawn, boundaries, and an objective. So first we need an actual level. I'm not going to make it super polished. I'm going to use one of these generators. Use forest. I'll do something like 200 by 200. That's, since each block is 2 meters, that's 400 meters wide, 400 meters deep. This is the maximum height, so it's going to be a maximum of 32 blocks tall for the hills. You can choose the types of blocks you'll use for each part, and I'll hit generate. After a little stutter there, it will make your map. So we have this nice little forest, hilly forest here. The boundaries are defined by 2 corners. That's the minimum number of points you need to define a box, assuming the box is axis aligned, which they are in Avarice by default. So we're going to make a level marker. Level markers are your generic entities used to mark things, player spawns, enemy spawns, and so forth. So I'm going to find an upper corner. Notice I'm not going right above the corner of the map here. It's because I want some cushion, or else the player will be able to peer off the edge of the universe into oblivion, which will pull them out of the experience. So I'm going to have a little bit of cushion here, and I'm going to do the upper one first because that's generally easier. I'm going to place a marker. It doesn't matter what direction the marker is facing for the boundaries. Click on the marker to get the properties. Under the properties, we can add components. One of the components is a level boundary component. As you can see in the background, a grid appeared. That's the boundaries as they currently are. If you do not have at least two boundary components, then it will make the boundaries based off the level. In this case, it makes the boundaries really short, which doesn't work too well. So we better place the other boundary. So I'm going to go to the opposite corner. I'm going to go underground a little bit and put a little cushion. Then I'll place another marker. I'll click on that marker and add another level boundary component. You'll see that the grid is now snapped to those 2 points. So now we have this level. You'll see that also has put fog where the boundaries are. So if you can see to the edge, if you barely can, if you can see to the edge, then player can too, and that could pull them out of the experience. But it seems like we've done an okay job here. You can kind of see it there, but it's not too bad. It's a very small level. Obviously, you make your levels much bigger than this. So now we just need a player spawn. So I'm going to put my player in this corner, place another marker, click on it. I'm going to do add player spawn. It'll automatically move the player ship that belongs to the editor pilot to that spawn position, so you can actually see what it kind of looks like. And let's make an enemy. So you have to give it an objective, or else the mission will automatically end. So we got to give them at least one objective. So there's a variety of objectives. Having a ship target's one of them. You can have ground targets. You can have places you have to visit, so on and so forth. So we're going to do is straight up, destroy all enemy ships. So I'm going to add one enemy ship here. So I'm going to make another level marker. Click on that, and I'm going to add a ship spawn. Under ship spawn, there's a bazillion settings, but just to get the bare minimum to make this level testable, I'm going to pick a ship. So I'm going to browse to ship name, and I'm going to pick a ship. Then I also need to check mission target. If that's checked, then this ship must be destroyed to win the mission. So now we have one target, we have a player, and we have boundaries. That's all we need to test the level. So let's save our map. File menu, save, saving it as a level. I'll name it something like test. Hit save. Grinds, it saves. It says that we can test our level. It says it was saved 0.13 seconds ago. So we can hit test button. It'll throw us into the hangar under the ship editor profile. So we have infinite money. So we can build wherever we want. You should always test your level, obviously, with a ship that's achievable at that point in your campaign. But in this case, we're just going to use this big honking ship. And then we're going to choose level editor test to test our level. Hit fly. We should end up in our level, so we did everything right. Now, I didn't do a briefing or a title for the mission, so obviously for polish reasons, you really should have an objective in the title. We're going to begin, and there we are. There's our level. So I can blow up this guy. Then we win our mission. Again, no, we didn't do briefing, so that's why there's no description available. Return the hangar will actually send you back to the level editor. Well, that's how you make a level that you can test. Thanks very much for watching.